Us three girls, we are moderate and proving we can do things by ourselves. Meanwhile, the guys are being immature. Well, I can't say that because we're just 1-0 away from being immature ourselves. The jokes never end here. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. In the last episode, Shulk, Ryan and Ricky went on an adventure and kind of broke the game.
Yeah.
Or at least broke Frontier Village. But either way though, this episode we're going to be a lot more mature, a lot more productive, but we're still going to keep ourselves hidden. I wonder if there's a word for that. We'll figure out. You know, I hate to sound conceited. Oh, who am I kidding? There is no one in the city who thinks my dishes are not good. And so, now I wish to open a restaurant somewhere else. Now, where would a good place to try out? Such a place exists? Please, allow me to open up there. I shall make dishes that please all the peoples of Bionis. I count as two people because it has to include my massive ego. Or they somehow, or somehow my head is so far shoved up my rear end. Either way, on a brighter note, or at least on a more informative note, we've talked to length about the Definitive Edition, how it's pretty much a one-to-one comparison. However, not true. In some aspects of the game, minor, there have been changes. This particular girl, for instance, she's had her dialogue changed.
Come and see! I've been waiting for Daddy for days now. Why doesn't he come home? I miss my Daddy. Come and see! Where is he? I think Daddy must hate me now. Does he hate me? Is that why he isn't coming home?
Now, I'm gonna let Alice talk about the various details on why this was changed.
So basically, I've been curious about this NPC because I could have sworn she gave out a side quest in the past, but recent playthroughs have proven that no, she doesn't give a side quest or anything. I mean, does she trade anything? She does have a few things to trade, but basically in the original, when she talks about her daddy, she mentions how he would always give her hugs and cuddles. But that was changed in the Definitive Edition, and now she doesn't talk about getting hugs and cuddles at all. It doesn't talk about her relationship with her father at all in this.
Do you think it's because they wanted to retroactively make this character akin of one of the gods Melia lost during Mac the Forest?
It's hard to say.
Because that's the only at least logical reason I could think of. They want to try and put an emotional impact, but dude, you're crying, but yet you're smiling. They talked about facial expressions being changed. Obviously not well this kid. Anyway though, the main reason why we want to do this episode right here, well because we want to, because we love Xenoblade. If you guys love Xenoblade, show the love in the comments, and you know what? Express why. Xenoblade love is always good. I mean, let's face it, Nintendo is opening up a new theme park soon. Please let there be a third-party section with Xenoblade and everything else. I'd love it. I'd go there every year and spend oodles of money on Shulk amiibos I don't need.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, we already spend oodles of money on copies of Xenoblade we don't need. But enough about our poor financial decisions. Let's focus on another Nopon who makes also bad life choices.
I might just quickly put Dumban in because he has unique dialogue in this.
Let's go. I'm done being immature. I'm perfectly fine now. Oh, also, where am I? Wait! Sorry. Had an immature talk with Ryan and Shulk. The boys. When Nilo passed out, Teal helped Nilo. Nilo must thank him sometime. He'll still be laying there otherwise. Awesome. Our friends want Nilo. Nilo busy being depressed. Come back later. Nilo get drunk very quick. but Nero loved drinking. So always get drunk and make big problems for buddies. But Nero, here's something good. There is medicine that make you want to drink less. Need friends to find ingredients so Nero can make it. Alcohol. I too used to have a taste for it, but I gave it up when my sister told me it was bad for me. She's standing right there going, damn right, John Ban! I'd say this is a good time for you to consider quitting as well. Nilo knows that, but Nilo really enjoying partying with buddies. Well, lucky enough, we got everything that he needs. If you're curious, you can get the hot pot right here in Alchemov by Papipo, who is just in the entrance. The Ferris blood, you can kind of take a guess in where you get them. Neil, no node, Medi Shine was a coming. You got drunk really quick. So, Neil had a little drink. What?
I hope I was of some help.
I'll be fine. Nino can't say love. Well, how about it? Drink to celebrate? No. We're friends are like a little pot. No. Neil's head hurt. He's passed out and got a hangover, but he'll be good. Ironically, we get to confuse resist for him. Hopefully he can be inebriated a little less. I mean, not would consume anything, so how much alcohol do they need in order to get pissed?
Probably not much.
Ricky, would you know? Possibly?
No, Oka no let Ricky drink.
No, ever since first lit upon Oka said no. I mean, how do you think Ricky and Oka came together for? Ricky was trashed in bar after Ricky got dumped by someone he truly loved. And then Ricky and Okabe met drunk pon eyes and then made nasty. You know, it's a lot more humane. Because I don't know about you, but I never hear those stories. It's always a case of oh he proposed, and so much so he went to the Eiffel Tower and had people spell out will you marry me from the bottom. It was magical. Or was that just the way I did it and it's normal to me? I don't know. Either way, we have a bombardment of enemies, and that's pretty much a gimmick for this unique fight, if you can call it a unique fight. Peeling Conchicius? A cheese. If you couldn't tell, I'm not going over these fancy names. Anyway, though, you need Chroma of the offensive variety. This guy's not really that bad as if you can deal with the buddies around him. He's pretty easy to handle himself.
Even though he's a Chromar.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have any unique arts. He's got a status attack called Weak Point, which he can cause Pierce. The only thing that he can do is cause you to sleep. And oddly enough, he has an attack called a Decapitator, which if you're toppled, it insta-kills you. However, he himself does not have an attack that topples. So, like I said before, you have just literally got to take out his entourage and you're pretty much on the clear.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only thing he can do is just put you to sleep and just be a nuisance. Thank you for proving my point. And also, speaking of which, I do find sleep to be a bit of a hypocritical debuff. Because when you inflict sleep on an enemy, they just simply have to be hit once and they're awake.
Yeah.
You? No. It takes you a good few smacks in the head for you to wake up.
Or a friend to say, hey, wake up, buddy.
Yeah.
Life outside my world is not easy. Let's stay alert. Let's press on and on and on.
But luckily though, nothing bad. But also, you do want to get that guy's unique drops. I'm not gonna say what they are, but they are used for something. If not just selling fodder.
And also, on a note with the 3 girls here, they don't have unique battle dialogue, which is a shame.
Yeah, I find it to be a glaring omission, because am I right in saying every other a combination has unique dialogue?
I know the 3 girls don't, and there's one with Charlotte and Ricky and someone else. It might be Fiora. I could be wrong though.
I think it is Fiora, because Ryan is the sweeping one.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky, Charlotte, and Dunban? I'm not quite sure.
Ricky, Charlotte, and Dunban have one.
Yeah. I guess it's gotta be Fiora.
Mm-hmm.
I just find it so freaking weird how the females, one of the most obvious choices you can make, doesn't have dialogue.
They don't talk about girl power or anything.
I mean, come on, this is an advanced JRPG that pushed to the envelope. It's higher than that. you know what we're not higher than? Helping out the guard. Thank you very much. Because of you, both missions were a great success. That monster was difficult to beat, even with the both of us. That said, we made it back with only cuts and bruises. Really, none of this would have been possible without your help. Yeah, my gratitude. Dude, we are rebuilding Alchemoth and we get art stealth because these guys get a break.
Mm-hmm.
And we get an achievement called Spiderweb, which is essentially connect a certain amount of NPCs to another. You know what? What's better, bonding than battle?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's Dunban, or Elmer, or Morag. Or any other fighty characters you want in. But I digress. Melia's jumping for joy as she gets the ambience of Alchemoth in front of her. I will say though, I don't think I remember this fog this much in the original. I think, or am I wrong? Am I full of crap there?
It wouldn't surprise me, because think back to like Makana's Field when the bulkhead opened and we got presented with a nice lighting.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't shock me if that is, again, for rendering reasons, but if the original could do it, why couldn't the Definitive Edition? But I digress. Either way, let's talk to a very questionable NPC for a side quest.
I'm sorry to bother you, but please listen. This is urgent. Zane and his friends haven't come back from their adventure. This is terrible. Both their lives are in danger. The last I heard, they said they were gonna go to Valk Mountain, making preparations to see some ruins or something like that. But they haven't come back. Please go and rescue them. Valk Mountain is a death trap. To think they actually went. Reckless and foolish. How did they get sanctioned to go there in the first place? I don't care about any sanction. They've gone, so it's too late. Aren't their lives more important? Yes, you are correct. Come, we must make haste if we're to save Zane and Korath. Thank you. I'm sure they've got themselves stranded or something. Please find them quickly.
Now, despite my initial thoughts about a side quest, I do kind of like it, and there is actually a nice bit of trivia regarding that. But we haven't been to Valley Mountain in a long time.
Yeah.
So my God, it's a bit of a nutshell. A bit of a nutshell, a bit of a hassle. So you know what? We're gonna do a bit of prep for that, and we'll take it on in a little bit. However, something has been amiss ever since we arrived in Erisea in the first place, and it needs fixing for Alchemoth's sake. So, let's help everyone out.
How's things?
Hello, you're Hyantia, aren't you? I am. Sorry for asking such a silly question. You're certainly a cute one, but look like you could handle yourself. There is no need for flattery. What is it you want? Oh, you must be shy. Do you know the job of this lighthouse? Of course I do. It serves to suppress the activity of the monsters at Erisea. That prevents them from attacking Alchemoth. It is a very important installation. You're right. Everyone knows the lighthouse has had some problems recently. So I asked, Jirok to, why are you acting so nervously? That's not important now. It will take quite a lot of time to repair. If any monsters attack, we'll be completely helpless. I see. I suppose we could protect you all until the repairs are finished. That's an excellent idea. Are you sure? I thank you so much for this. It's fine during the day, but the monsters are active at night. I could see them flying over there.
Indeed.
We would be all so grateful if you could protect us at night. We're relying on you.
Because they're pretty much right here. This is a very special side quest with unique enemies and everything else up to boot. Fun fact, you can only access this side quest with Melia at night time in this location. Anyway though, DK Echidnos. I think one of their biggest hits, if you are very unlucky, is they have gore which can knock you back and can, by some unlucky glitch, can knock you off the lighthouse and make you go bye-bye.
Yeah.
But other than that, they have Poison Breath, which can poison you, an attack that can paralyze you, and they can hasten themselves up and put strength up on themselves. But of course, being unique enemies, they do have silver chest drops every single time, and again, you want these guys rare drops. However, there is a bit of a trick, although not really a needed one. You would want to try and lure these guys at least onto the platform in front of you, because their chests otherwise are going to drop down to the bottom. They're not going to despawn, but it's going to be a hassle to just go down a teleporter and get them yourself. And apart from that, if you want to have Eater just to take away their buffs, go for it. Other than that, they're more or less the glass cannons that you already know. I don't know about you, but I just love the neon blue aspect to this area. Everything just bathed in a neon light. It's almost like there's a pool nearby. I now want to swim. We also got an achievement. Spring Condor.
I think that might actually be Melia's.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
And what a time! What a time! Couldn't tell. That is her skills. That is her achievement for completing her first 3 initial skill trees. No, and that's the reason why I said first 3 initial skill trees. Come out and face me, you prick! Okay. Apparently. Anyway, though, we'll make haste of this last guy and get to the good stuff. Because let's face it, good stuff is good.
Mm-hmm.
I said that a lot in a series, don't I? I'm going to be more self-conscious now. As Melia mind blasts the audience. Would you say Melia's literally blew their minds?
Mm-hmm.
That's never been funny. Let a spear break. Let a spear break, and as shooting stars arrive in the background. They close the lives of that echidno. And trust me, it's just not for the completionist's sake, or the money, or for the goods. This is a special side quest that really helps the character out. So that's handed it.
How's things?
We're all very grateful. Thanks to you, the lighthouse could be repaired. I knew I could only trust someone who knows how important it is. Splendid. I'm glad we could be of service. The lighthouse once again has all 4 of its lights. Hopefully Air Sea will be a little safer from now on. I'm extremely grateful for your help. Think nothing of it. We simply did what we had to do. I have one more thing to ask of you. I expected as much. What is it? I'd like you to thank Jirok for me. You could tell him yourself. There's no reason to be reticent. I can't. If there's no reason to be reticent, then can you not tell him? Why me? You should tell him yourself how you feel. I decline your request. I understand. You are reticent as well. Do not speak as if I am like you. I am not reticent. It is just that I am unaccustomed to doing such things. You have to get used to it at some point. You must not go through life always hiding your true feelings. I said I am not reticent. Good luck.
And we get another achievement. Honorary high-end tier. We have unlocked 3-star affinity with the upper Bionis. And Melia's reticent skill branch has been unlocked. If you couldn't tell, they really like to jam home what skill tree you've just unlocked in the dialogue. I'm not reticent. Yes, you are reticent. I'm not reticent. Have we said reticent enough times? I don't think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, every character has 2 additional skill trees, and they can be found throughout Bionis at different times. We will be going over them all and how beneficial they can be. Reticent is key for defense for Melia. For a squishy character like her, that can actually be a buff in longevity for her.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, how can you get mad at that view? Fixed lighthouse, new skill branch, lots of achievements, this beautiful sky.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, love it. But I think though guys, with that said, we are going to call things here. So, thank you very much for watching. You don't need to be reticent yourself. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. You're really helping the channel out. And if you dislike it, well, same thing again. Be optimistic and just be happy. That's all you can say.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to subscribe, see more content like this, then be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time, where hopefully we'll be helping more people out and being more true to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
See you next time.